everybody. I am running so far behind today. It's I come and started getting things together. I don't know. The, this aging thing is not for the weak. Let me tell you, it's uh, it's rough, and that's why I thought, I don't know, for a lack of better things, maybe we'd talk about the choices that we make. Cause I had a choice to either get ready tonight and look halfway presentable for you guys, or to come in just the way I was done feeding and let you see me like this. So you get to see me like this. Because today there was a lot of exciting things that happened that made my choices, come to here. Um, well, as a lot of you know, I am, you know, trying to make it with, my employment and all that stuff. Everybody knows what happened there, and how I'm, no longer there and stuff. So today, I don't know. I think it's really the fibromyalgia that's getting to me more than anything. With all the stress and the tiredness and stuff, it's been overwhelming for me. So today, well, I was a lot better today. I actually got to move around some and got some stuff done, and um, just as I always knew, the Lord's took care of things. A fellow named Junior has hooked us up with some great stuff. He stopped by and seen me the other day where I was working at, and said that he had this. It's like wheat and corn and stuff from that where they're making. They're actually making beer, but it's the leftover byproducts of it, and he didn't want to throw it all out, and he needed, wanted to know if I had animals that would eat it. Oh my goodness, I cannot even believe it. I come home tonight, and he brought this whole big tray over. I can't wait till the cows find this stuff. My dogs are eating this stuff like crazy. The pigs got into a fight over it. The goats just munching it down. I really think this is just going to be a big time God sent for all of us, with and all this worrying I've been doing about, finances and all. If I would have just made the choice to be patient and hold on, and not stress about it, I wouldn't have been so stressed out. But again, that has worked out great, and I ended up down there. There was so much of it that we put it out for the cows as well. And so I got to see Ronnie and Claire whenever they come home. And that just was the greatest thing. I got to play with them for probably an hour and a half or so today. It was just, it was so great. And again, I had the choice, and I kept thinking, man, I'm running out of time. I know, 8 o'clock's got to be getting here quick, But I made the choice that I'd rather stay there and played. We played kickball and dodgeball, and Ronnie made up the rules. And of course, he always got me out, and I very seldom ever got him out. That's just, kind of how it goes. But just remember in life, I think of, this is going to crack these up. I have a major problem with being called grandma. I'll tell you, I can't. The word just makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I don't know. When I say grandma, I see an old woman. And I know I'm not no spring chicken. I'm sitting here telling you how bad I hurt and stuff, but doesn't mean it makes me accept it anymore, I love being mama. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't enjoy the position. I just hate the word. It just sounds so antique, I don't know. When I think of my grandma Bullock, she was always, for lack of better words, old. I mean, she had been broken, and well, you got to also realize she had my three uncles in her first marriage, and so my dad and my uncle Bob was by a second husband way later in life, and so that put her up there by the time I was born. She always said that, I was her little girl, because she Angel, she had 5 boys. She had one miscarriage, and she always swore that was her little girl. Of course, back then they didn't have the sonograms and the technology and stuff, so we don't really know if it was a little girl or not. But Grandma always wanted a little girl, so maybe that's why I got so attached to Grandma. I don't know, but everything I do remember about her, Grandma was old. But another thing I always remember about her, the most important thing, Grandma always had time for me. Grandma made time for me. Very, very smart man told me many times, life's full of choices. You make them every second of every day. You make a choice. You wake up and you decide, am I going to be good guy or bad guy? Am I going to do something nice? Am I going to do something mean? Am I going to make the world a better place today, or am I going to wreak havoc? Grandma always made it better. And while I really don't want to be remembered as Grandma, I want to be remembered as somebody that took time to make life better. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all have to go to work. We all have to pay bills. We all have to make a living. There's a lot of things in life you don't get the choice of. I mean, I guess you get the choices where you're going to go make your living and such, but you don't get the choices to whether or not you have to take care of yourself. You have to tend to things, and I know that. But like I remember my dad. I remember almost every day I would just cry and beg him to take me to work with him, and I'd tell him everything I remember about him really is he was working. He was always busy. He was just too busy, and you got to have priorities, he would always say. And as I said, work and home and bills is a very important priority. I'm not taking nothing away from that. But I can't really remember getting to play kickball and dodgeball and just have fun. I want to remind you there's important things in life, and you got to make choices. There's 24 hours in a day, and you get to decide what you do with them. And are you going to be a good memory or a bad memory? Are you going to be any memory? I mean, are you going to be somebody that just passed by? Like today at Walmart, I walked into Walmart and this fella had hit they had all the aluminum foil like all stacked up there, and the guy had hit it with his shopping cart, and boxes of it had fell open. I mean, they're just, and this poor little boy, he's trying to pick them up, but he really wasn't getting nowhere. But I had the choice, am I going to be a good girl or a bad girl? Am I going to walk by and just let this be their problem, or am I going to stop and help? And I stopped and I helped, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but making those kind of choices makes me feel like a better person. I know you're not going to pay bills with doing good deeds and things like that. I'm not saying that, but while it don't pay the bill, it does fill the heart. It will. It takes the some of the bad out of your day. My day, not that I was having a bad day. Don't get me wrong, but it made my day better. Just thinking, just walking away from there, knowing I helped. The man, he couldn't bend down, and I just thank God. I'm sure that was his grandson he was standing there with. I thank God that I'm still in the position I can bend down. I mean, every day I feel more and more and more decrepit and like less I can do. I want to leave good memories, and I want to make good choices. And I want you to know, I think you, and talking to you, and I know this sounds really silly, but talking to you, I look forward to talking to you at night. I look forward to, you're one of my good choices. You are my therapy. I'm not real good at opening up to people. It's kind of weird that I can get on here and talk, but I'm talking to a phone, a camera, for lack of better words. But I don't know. I make a choice to to put you in my life, and I'm so thankful you're here. And I know tonight's little spew really short of the feed, in which I am so thankful for this feed, and I am just really, I can't wait for the cows to find it, and it's going to come every Tuesday. That's just a remarkable thing, and along with, of course, the IGA stuff. Sorry, that was a technical difficulty. The cat jumped across the thing. Angel, you want this? Look, you want a piece of gum? Oh, she does. She is going to come and see us. See, I had to say the right thing. See? Angel. Oh, she chooses Trident. Now, I hope your day was wonderful, and I hope you made good choices. And I hope that tomorrow, maybe you'll get the chance to help somebody, and instead of walking by, maybe you'll make the choice to help them. And hopefully, somewhere in that choice, you'll think of me. I know that sounds silly, but I hope I'm part of your good choices, because you're certainly part of mine. And remember that everything you do, you're making memories, for somebody, even if they're not for you. Even if you're sitting here bored out of your mind doing something goofy for somebody else, it's a good memory for them, and that's a good choice for you. And I hope you have a great night, and I will see you again tomorrow at 8.